In a world that constantly reminds us to take charge and stay in control, Buddhism offers a powerful invitation to do something radically different, to let go. Let go not out of weakness, but from deep wisdom, the kind that recognizes control as an illusion and peace as the result of surrendering to life's natural flow. We are taught from childhood that success comes from planning, managing, and controlling every detail. And while intention and effort are important, life often teaches us that no matter how carefully we plan, the unexpected finds its way in. A job loss, a breakup, an illness, or a sudden twist we never saw coming. In moments like these, we're faced with two choices. We can resist what's happening, clinging to how we think things should be, or we can surrender, not in defeat, but in trust. We can choose to believe that life, in its vast mystery, knows where it's taking us. Buddhism calls this the wisdom of non-resistance. Rather than battling reality, we learn to move with it. Like a leaf carried by the river's current, we begin to trust that even when the waters are rough, we are being carried somewhere meaningful. Letting go doesn't mean becoming passive or careless. It means aligning our actions with what is, rather than what we wish it to be. It's the art of working with life, not against it. There's a story of a king who demanded to know why life was so unpredictable. His teacher took him to a river and asked him to stop the water with his hands. Of course he couldn't. The water continued to flow, just as life does. The lesson was clear. We can't stop life from changing, but we can learn how to flow with it. This surrender brings freedom. When we stop insisting that things go our way, we open ourselves to possibilities we never imagined. We become more adaptable, more creative, more present. We suffer less because we stop fighting reality. Buddhism teaches that clinging, whether to people, outcomes, or expectations, is the root of suffering. When we loosen that grip, we free ourselves. We realize that peace doesn't come from controlling life, but from trusting it. Trusting life also means embracing uncertainty. The future is unknown, but that doesn't have to be frightening. When we look back, we see how many unexpected detours led us to beautiful places. That's the magic of life. It knows more than we do. It has a rhythm, a wisdom, a flow. Just as seeds must be buried in darkness before they sprout toward the sun, we too must often face periods of confusion before clarity emerges. In our lowest points, we grow roots that anchor us more deeply than ever before. Mindfulness is the anchor that helps us stay steady in the unknown. By returning to the present moment again and again, we discover a refuge within. We learn to breathe with life rather than hold our breath against it. This trust isn't blind. It's built from experience, from noticing that after every ending came a beginning, after every storm, the sky cleared. It's knowing, deep in our bones, that we've made it through before, and we will again. So, instead of asking, why is this happening? We begin to ask, what is life trying to show me? Each moment becomes an opportunity. Each obstacle a teacher. Even the pain carries wisdom. The more we trust, the more peace we find. Not because life is perfect, but because we no longer need it to be. Letting go of control is not giving up. It's choosing to participate fully in life, without the heavy burden of needing to manage every outcome. It's stepping into the river and allowing it to carry us, not with fear, but with faith. When we live this way, something beautiful happens. We stop overthinking, we stop clenching, and we begin to dance with life, not as its master, but as its partner. This is the essence of the Buddhist path. Not to conquer life, but to walk with it. Not to fix every storm, but to find shelter within. We must also consider how our sense of control affects our relationships. Often, we try to control how others think, feel, or act, believing we know what's best. But true connection comes not from shaping others, but from accepting them as they are. When we release our grip on others' paths, we open the door to deeper empathy and love. Similarly, we may attempt to control our self-image, to appear strong, successful, or unshakable. But liberation comes when we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, real, and human. The more we embrace our authenticity, the more we live in harmony with life. Another layer of trust is understanding that we are part of something larger than ourselves. Buddhism speaks of interbeing, the truth that all things are interconnected. When we trust life, we also trust the unfolding of all beings. We recognize that our joy is linked to others, our healing bound to the healing of the world. The practice of equanimity helps us deepen this trust. Equanimity is the capacity to remain steady through both joy and sorrow. It's not about indifference, but about wise balance. With equanimity, we stop swinging from extreme to extreme, and instead find peace in the middle. To cultivate this peace, daily rituals can serve as anchors. A few minutes of breathing in the morning, a pause for gratitude before meals, a walk in nature at sunset. These moments are small, but their cumulative power is immense. They root us in trust, guiding us back when we drift into anxiety or doubt. Over time, we begin to see that life isn't something to be mastered, but something to be met with reverence. The unknown becomes a space of possibility, not panic. Trust becomes our home. So, let's come back to the breath. Let's come back to this moment. Let's remind ourselves that even in chaos, there's a deeper order. Even in confusion, there is a quiet wisdom whispering within. Letting go isn't a one-time event. It's a daily practice. We may forget. We may cling, but we can always return. Each time we let go, we return to peace. And so, dear listener, if life feels uncertain, if you're holding on tightly, perhaps it's time to soften, to trust, to surrender, not in defeat, but in devotion to the path. If these reflections resonate with you, subscribe to the Enlightened Mind. Join us on this journey of trust, awareness, and peace. And if someone you love is struggling to hold everything together, share this message with them. Maybe, just maybe, letting go is the beginning they've been waiting for. Until next time, breathe deeply, live gently, and let life carry you where you are meant to be.